What's up, everybody? We're back here with some more Forza Motorsport 6 Championship Week 2. So we're racing now the Ford, a little open wheel car. I'm not sure what the exact model is. There you can see it. So starting off here at Road America. Not a bad old track. I kind of like it, but this first race I decided just to peel off and let everybody go by, and there's always going to be chaos at turn 1, so I thought, well, I just might as well avoid all that as much as I can. I get caught up in it, at least try not to, and I didn't do a very good job of avoiding that, but I didn't get any damage, so still came through a couple places ahead where I started. And of course, around every corner for the first 2 or 3 times, there's going to be a lot of wrecking and carnage and stuff. So there's a guy off in the grass there. Guy gets around me, but there's, like I said, 2 or 3 off in the grass, and so I pick up a couple of spots. And from here on, it's just everybody trying to get everything sorted out. I thought I was going to crash there. A guy got caught up on the wheel, but luckily he didn't cause me any damage. And with this little car, you can pretty much drive it deep into the corners. Like, watch right here. Yeah, so I went pretty well past the recommended braking line. I did get a little bit too far there, but that's just because I think I was turning when I was braking. But this car, you can... thought this guy was going to get me. He's barely missed me. Yeah, this car, you can drive it pretty deep in the corners. And I will for most of the race.
They will ban them from getting any prizes at all.
That's only for the elite.
And I have figured out how to turn off the voice chat, so next video with week 3, I believe, we won't have all this background chatter. These guys talked the whole race. I think they were doing more talking than they were racing.
We're just scrubs, man.
Yeah, here you're
I don't talk to anybody when I'm racing. Put a good move on that little black and red car. Yeah, I just concentrate on driving. I don't worry about talking to anybody. I feel like I wouldn't perform very well if I was trying to talk and race at the same time. Probably why some of these guys don't do very well.
It is a
busy chat.
Well, I only did it because I want the DLC. I mean, the car. The unicorn car. I signed up and participated just for the unicorn car. But it's the same unicorn car for
I'm up in the top 10. Not bad for starting off dead last.
I'll make a couple of laps.
If I could just catch this group in front of me, or have them, wreck or something.
Gripping out behind you, so
I'll let you in a few more spots. Drove it pretty deep in there. You can with this car. Made the turn pretty decent. I could have done a little better than that.
I came out the accelerator. Oh man!
They're wrecking in front of me, so I'm just trying to avoid it.
Sorry.
I managed to squeak by there.
I am sorry about that.
Went from, what was that, 9th up to 6th.
We didn't lose too bad of position.
It looks like they recovered pretty well. They're a little ways behind me, 150, 160 feet, so I'm just trying to maintain my speed, not make any mistakes, not let the cars behind me catch up, and then try to catch these cars in front of me. Maybe I can get another spot or 2. And it looks like I haven't done a very good job of holding the cars behind me off. It looks like there's one about 60 feet back now. They had caught me in that corner.
It's got a beautiful connection.
No, I was talking about your camo car.
Trying to draft this car in front of me. Looks like he's damaged. He's weaving all over the road. So I was trying to avoid him. Got around that one. Drove it deep again in there. Made a good turn. Again, just drafting the car in front of me. Trying to put some pressure on him so maybe he'll make a mistake. And his car must have been damaged because he got around that corner sideways. Looks okay, looks stable. Oh, I was trying to get just squeeze around him, getting as much as I can out of the draft, and he just was going a little bit too slow, and I got in the back of him a little bit, but
just kind of took himself out.
Usually I try to get that position back, but since I showed him off the track into the wall, I would have lost too many positions. And that car just drove off the track.
Hello. Hey!
So there's your spot up to 5th now.
Or somebody did.
This guy in front of me was doing a lot of talking the whole race. I'm surprised he's in 4th, but maybe he can multitask better than I can.
And there is track stuff all over this track.
So again, drop it deep. I caught him a little bit. I guess he doesn't brake quite as late as I do there. I do have an anti-lock braking system turned on, although it depends. Sometimes I try to hit the brakes where it won't catch the anti-lock and lock them up. And sometimes I just say, well, it's just easier to hit the full brakes and just let the anti-lock brakes do their thing. Just depends on kind of what mood I'm in and whether I'm brave enough to try that. Okay, so I'm in 5th. There's a car ahead, I believe. Yeah, he's the last place car. I was so worried he was going to catch me and spin me out or something. And I kind of messed up there and let this blue and white car get around me for 5th place. I tucked him behind him,
Okay, I'm on
try to
here.
catch as much draft as I can.
right in
He
the
was
middle.
all over the road a little bit.
Oh man, how did my car get?
And then I try to put a little move here coming into this corner. I was going to try to outbrake him, but I decided to back off because he pretty much had the position and I don't think he was going to give me any room. Got a car coming up behind me too. So I tried outbraking him again in this corner. I wasn't close enough, I think, to get a run under. But he had a bad exit off of that corner. And so I was able to hang with him pretty tight here. You know, along this back stretch, just drafting as much as I could.
I mean, I'm 1,500, 1,300 feet behind you. It would
And
be...
then in this corner, again, I tried to outbrake him, and
Oh, we will.
well, it didn't quite
We're on
work
the
out.
final lap.
Hey, Hatch, how's it going?
So lost the position there, that black car in front of us. But the blue car had a terrible exit off of that corner and got around him back in the 6th.
I'll be okay.
So I really didn't lose all that much. And coming up on
I
the
love driving to first
checkered flag, they're finished 6th.
It's fun. Yeah.
Not too bad. I probably should have been, at least 5th. Then I could have caught some of those other cars up there.
Demoted or something?
Alright, so moving on, Circuit de Catalunya. This isn't one of my favorites, but it's a nice little track. It's got some pretty technical parts. It's a little chicane area on the back side there before you come around with the final curve.
It's 2x2, side by side.
So is
There's
the-
gonna be a wreck turn 1, promise.
Oh yeah, the first screwed up.
Shit, there'll be a wreck before turn
Oh
1.
yeah, on this track.
All the guys in chat were talking about
It's already been
wrecking turn 1. Some of them were saying, what are you talking about wrecking turn 1? Wreck before you even get to turn 1.
Oh, why?
Could be the case, let's find out.
Somebody
Yep.
just hit the brakes.
They're already beating on each other before they even get to the first turn. And then of course when you get to first turn, chaos breaks loose as usual. I was just trying to avoid all that. Thought I'd go off in the dirt, just take what I could get instead of getting damage on my car, but got hit anyway. And all the smoke, I couldn't even see where in the world I was going. They're still beating on each other, and of course somebody is right in front of me, and I got damage.
I started first and I'm in 22nd now.
So now just trying to hold on to what I got and finish as best I can.
Oh man,
You know,
that
they're
car
still
came
wrecking.
across the track in front of me.
So I'm up to 16th now, out of 24, which is not bad. It's, middle of the pack. Maybe I can dig and try to get a few more spots before the end of the race. I it is 5 laps, so I've got some time to make up
Coming back on the drive.
a few spots as much as I can. Here's one off in the grass, so up to 15. Thank you very much.
In the drive.
Another one off in the dirt. Thanks for that.
Okay, Cada North.
And this
Just a flat
wrecking in
black
front of me again.
car. He's the
Into
one
that
that's
little
diving.
chicane area. It's a little tricky.
The yellow
There's a
flag.
guy diving off into the pits. He must have got some damage earlier.
His brakes don't work. Let's just put it
I'm
that
up to
way.
13th now.
I'm sorry, but I got a pit.
And then 12th
I'm
had a,
surprised the
it's
number
like
of
a
people that
little
don't pit.
altercation there, so I thought I was going to catch him right there, but I guess he kind of got going. And again, it got a slow driver there. It must have been a lap car. There's a guy off in the dirt. Get by him. I've got a guy pressuring me from behind.
Bouncing off of every wall.
So I'd say so far not doing too bad.
Come on.
I would have started to, would have liked to have started the race off a little better with all,
I started
without all that wrecking, but
back in
not much I could do with that.
Just 'cause EA just decided to
12th
oh, I'm gonna
now.
go full 160 mile an hour into this turn.
There's a car on the inside, so I'll stay wide just to give him some room because he had the line there, and I didn't see that guy sneak behind me on the left, and so I just thought I'd let him go on by since he seemed fast, and I was a little nervous about him turning into me. But then he runs into the guy in front of him, so and then I was trying to avoid him when he was like he was trying to move over on the track, so I got off in the dirt and just lost a lot of momentum there. So I'm down to 14th now. Looks like I'll probably catch a few of these cars in front of me. I got 3 more laps. Well, 2 more laps, I guess. No, 3 more laps.
On the left side.
Guy got around me, another guy got around me. So we dropped down to 16th. But I believe right up here is going to be some altercations. Car got off on the left there. A couple of them in the grass.
If you ain't got them all in the grass, it just don't drive.
Smoke ahead. Up there's the car ghosted out. So up to 14th. Over the halfway point in the race, everybody's racing hard. I'm hoping a few of them in front of me are wrecked so I can pick up a few spots. Just about got off the track there. I guess I lost enough momentum for this black and yellow car to get around me. But I made a pretty sweet little cutback there and got around him again. It's up to 14th. This car in the dirt up to 13th. 12th place was drifting around that corner, so he should have lost some momentum. So there's a car off in the dirt. That's 10th place. And he comes back on right in front of me. And I couldn't really do much there. And then from there, everybody else is running into me. My car didn't ghost out as quick as it should have probably there, so some of that could have been avoided if the game had ghosted me out a little bit sooner. And my car was really messed up after all that, so I was just kind of limping around here. Luckily, I was close to the pits.
So
I'm just going to kind of
this car over this car or
I'm just
last
going to kind
week's car?
of dive off into the pits here and get some damage repaired. Because, I mean, as you can see, I'm barely even moving. So I go into the pits in 18th and come back out in 21st.
Like all like the
So
turns
I'm
and fours.
unfortunately next to last. Not much I could do about that. Couldn't even drive the car, so I thought I'd at least get a few points out of this.
Maybe they did do
As
that.
I could.
For me, it was just like all my Fallout 4
We're on the last lap here. I think I
got a
skipped ahead in
message
the
from
video.
Bethesda.
Probably wasn't much that went on between coming out of the pits and where I'm at the last lap. So just trying to see what I can do on the last lap. Looks like there's a couple of lap cars ahead of me or something. But anyway, ended up finishing 20th.
I don't even know if I'm going to be
That
able to
wreck
race
kind of really screwed me there, so
at
not
all
much
the
I could
third
do.
week.
Alright, so
School
skipping
starts-
ahead here, the
school
next
starts
race
the
is
22nd for
Sebring
me.
International Raceway.
Same,
I do
dude.
like this course, just not the short
I'm not
circuit
even-
version.
I won't even touch the third week. Maybe like
It's
Saturday.
kind of, I don't know, it's just
the night before it closes.
Not
for good.
not the best.
Just gonna grind on it.
And I'm starting next to last here, pretty
I
much.
started back on the first
Next to
again.
last row.
Ready to get my bumps.
I believe. Yeah, I just let everybody go by. I just want to avoid the chaos in turn one. It's going to get pretty hectic. Smoke everywhere. There's 6 spots I just gained in that one corner. It's more chaos in turn 2. The guy hits the front of him. I just kind of bumped him some more, and then there's more wrecking up there. It's up to 13th. This car there was a little slow around there. I just kind of bumped him and threw me off. The car behind me managed to catch up, but I managed to keep in front of him. Then those 2 cars in front of me hit each other.
Buddy, are we gonna
Ran
fight
one of 'em off
first
the
and
road.
second on the race?
Let's hope so.
Here I thought I was able to use the draft and catch him, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. The car behind me is probably drafting me pretty good. I did catch up to him a little bit, but I kind of blew this corner. One guy was wrecking, so it's probably good that I was really wide like that just to avoid him. So I picked up his spot in the 11th, but then the car snuck around me and
I've never
took it right
started
back.
a race first.
I had gained a spot, so I'm at
You're
12th.
gonna pass me there. A lot of people are gonna pass me there.
Again, just using that draft, trying to get everything I can. Drove it pretty deep into that corner. I'm always scared right there to kind of get on the gas too hard, so I probably should have tried to get on the gas a little bit more than that. Kind of blew that corner. Got off in the grass, which is not a very good idea. Trying to avoid the wheel spin around that last curve. Again, drop it deep into the corners. Caught up to the cars in front of me just a little bit.
And second place is blocking. Right back third.
The cars are pretty well together from first on back through 12th. There's a little gap in between about maybe 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th, but pretty close. And that blue and white car kind of blew that corner pretty bad. Probably should have capitalized better than I did, but just didn't manage to get up there. Alright, so coming up on lap 3. Still in 12th. Might have done a little bit better on that curve that time. I didn't seem to lose quite as much, and then again I just really got the brakes down pretty good with this car. I can drive it in pretty deep. Kind of blew that corner and just couldn't regain control, and unfortunately collected the guy behind me.
Dang it, dude.
He didn't seem to appreciate that on the voice chat. But not much I could do. I was just trying to recover my car, and I was at the mercy of whatever the car was doing at that point. And with all that, the car behind me is caught up. Trying to take away my 13th spot. Didn't get a good line in that corner, but I managed to recover okay.
Why?
The car behind me didn't get around me. It's right there though. Now because of my spin out, my mistake, I'm just trying to get everything I can out of the rest of this race. So I'm skipping ahead to lap 5 here. There wasn't anything really going on from that point on. So here on the last lap, I'm just trying to catch the cars in front of me. Maybe I can get a spot or two. They're racing each other pretty hard up there. There's a guy off in the grass a little bit. He lost some momentum, so I was able to catch him. Didn't want to upset him too much if I accidentally hit him, so I backed off there and let him go on. That car decided to go for a spin. So up to 12th.
Oh, final turn for second place.
And I thought maybe around this final curve I might be able to catch this car from if we screwed up or something. We'll see.
Dude, you corner cut, come on.
Took a pretty decent line through there. I slowed down too much, I think. He had a much better line through there than I did and maintained speed, so I was not able to catch him. So I'm going to finish 12th, I think. Should be 12th. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the game's weird. You might finish 12th, sometimes they don't award you 12th, so I'm not sure what's up with that.
This is the only
But yeah, I do finish 12th.
This is the only track I do that
Okay, so on to Nürburgring.
I use.
This is the GP
Yeah, the
circuit,
power-
not the full, what is it,
power
12-mile circuit or whatever on the full one.
Interesting. 'Cause it's the same one as that Ford Daytona prototype. It's the same engine.
Yeah.
And some of the guys are talking about next week's car.
You had
Just
me
that
out of the straightaway
2016
that I
Ford
cut.
GT race
Okay.
car.
You still had
Sweet
that
car.
speed.
Alright, so started,
Yeah,
I think I started 11th or 12th. And it was chaos right from the start.
That is
Terrible start. Didn't get to turn one. Guys were wrecking right there. I couldn't do anything. Just had to ride it out. Got to turn one. And managed to get around there okay. Just keep in mind, I'm racing a damaged car here. So there's a car spun around. They're wrecking everywhere. So up to 15th. At this point, just trying to get anything I can.
Are you supposed to use the other cars to slow you down?
Car way off on the side there.
I'm starting to think I'm racing wrong and I need to start using other people as my
Everybody seems
brakes.
to sort it out.
Because that seems to be what everybody else is doing.
Jesus
Again,
Christ.
just more chaos everywhere. Nobody has any patience. Nobody gives anybody room. That guy turned into.
Just full
Car in the grass,
full
kinda
140 miles an hour.
Messed
Just
everybody up.
straight
Got
in the rear.
back over, unfortunately.
Take the rear
Again,
end
was going to give him his spot back, but
Take the
the
rear
guy in
end
front
off
of him
his
hit him.
car, take the front end off of yours.
Didn't want to risk losing too many spots. Been nice going.
So you racing real life? Ah, God. What was that?
My car, since it was damaged, kind of got a little squirrely there. And I just ran off into the grass. Ended up losing a spot. Not much I could do there. It was either run off into the grass or spin all the way around or something. I try to do a drift, which may or may not have worked out.
Yeah,
I hate this turn right here. You can't really see the braking lines. The sun's glinting right off the track.
Oh, he picked
I just
you
ran
out
right
of
into
the
the wall.
crowd.
Terrible.
Took you out.
So I'm dead last.
He picked you out of the out of the two other ones there and took
2 more
you
laps to
out.
go, so let's see what I can do. Alright, there's a car.
I'm
in
just
the
trying to
pits.
go fits into the wall.
Which one? There's two.
Gained one
Alright,
spot
talk
there.
about
Got a pretty good gap
They
in
hit
front
the
of
wall
me.
between the pit and the track.
800 or something feet, so I don't know.
Holy
Rely on
Aussie.
some wrecks up ahead of me.
Was doing okay, somebody pushed me to a barrier. Jesus. Fuck off.
Yeah, a couple guys back in here. Up to 16.
Big on straight out of the finish
So
line.
skipping ahead to
You
the
can
last
hardly see the
lap.
road because of the reflection.
Still in 16.
And first place, boys.
And coming up to my favorite part of the track. There's a guy off in the grass, so up to 15th now. I did manage to navigate this chicane area pretty well this time, so I ran off in the tire barrier. Coming around the last curve. It looks like I'm going to finish 15th. I that wreck just kind of messed me up, and couldn't do much.
Computer advertising for different companies in the
It's a
game.
damaged car anyway.
This race is sponsored by Castrol Edge, Sport Boost Air.
Okay, so that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. I believe this is all the footage I have. There may be one more video of the week 2. But I do have a little bit of week 3 that I can show probably in the next few days or so. So I'll be working on that. But until then, subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, we'll see you later.